What's up guys, Flickify here, and today we have episode 24 of my second season of career mode with York City, and today we have some big matches, and the first match we have today is an FA Cup match against Manchester City, so obviously that's a pretty tough opponent, and we have our work cut out today. You know, we have done well against previous Barclays Premier League team. We beat the likes of Newcastle, and I think we played what's the name of them? Stoke City. We played Stoke City as well, and we managed to beat both those teams. But Manchester City is a little bit of a class above the rest, and they did put out a pretty good team against us. The only major change I think they made was putting Tevez instead of Balotelli or Aguero. But here you can see Tevez actually doing quite well for himself. He's going to find David Silva on the edge, and David Silva, showing some of his great passing, going to find Yaya Toure. He's just going to dribble around our defense, plays an amazing ball there, and Burton, a little bit of a poor save, but Milner manages a strike in the 7th minute to give Man City the 1-0 lead early on in the game, and that was tough to give up because I knew that, you know, obviously Man City's going to be scoring some goals, but we have to limit as much as we can because Joe Hart, obviously an amazing keeper in the back and a great defense they have with the likes of Company. But there, Carlos Tevez getting a goal for himself, his 8th goal in all competitions, so he usually doesn't get too much play time, but there in the 22nd minute, they managed to go 2-0 up on us, and here Yaya Toure again, just amazing passing for him, and there Samir Nasri is going to get that goal for himself, 10 goals in all competitions, so they're up 3-0 in the 29th minute, and they weren't done yet. Milner's going to get the ball yet again, and a great strike by Burton. In the 40th minute, we were down 4-0, so Manchester City not going easy on us, putting out a good squad and showing that they are obviously the dominant team and they want to go far in this FA Cup. Unfortunately, we didn't get very many shots on goals because their defense was just spectacular in the back. But, you know, we did try our best in the second half. I believe I made some substitutions because I had to start thinking about the next game. And they actually brought on Sergio Aguero in for Tevez. So, I guess Aguero wanted to get some goals for himself, and he got one there. And they are up 5-0 right now. But luckily for us, Sorrentino is going to get through on goal and get a goal for ourselves. So, at least we did manage to score a single goal late in the game. But a 5-1 result is obviously not ideal. And we were unfortunately kicked out of the FA Cup. But you've got to say that we've done really well in the cup matches. You know, we went far in the Capital One Cup, and we got just about as far in the FA Cup against some better opponents, to be honest. And there, you guys will be seeing a little bit of a squad report. I managed to find that in some of my footage. And speaking of my footage, I think I messed up in one of my game capture sessions, and I did not manage to capture 3 of the games. So I'll just give you guys the results, and I'm sorry about that, but I think I've got that fixed and sorted out, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. So hopefully you guys can enjoy the squad report while I tell you these results. We had a 2-2 draw against Rotherham, a 4-2 loss against Notts County, and a 2-0 win against Leyton Orient. So not too bad in those 3 strings of matches. And luckily, it only happened for that one session, and I did manage to capture the rest of the sessions, even though later on you guys will see that I did have a little rupture, but, you know, it'll only miss 1 goal, so that's not too big of a deal. And coincidentally, we do face Rotherham yet again in the npower League 1. It's kind of weird that we play them twice so close together, but here we're going to choose our kits. They're going to go with yellow, we're going to go with red, and we put out a pretty good squad against them. You know, we do start Pagalo in goal because after seeing that squad report, I saw he was doing pretty well, and I saw he was 6'6" tall. I never knew he was that tall of a keeper. And there you can see in the league table, we're sitting 5th place, so that's pretty good. Towards the end of the season, we actually are approaching the end of the season now. We've only got a couple games left, which means a couple episodes. So I hope you guys are excited for that. You know, I'm excited to start a new season up. But there, we hit the crossbar, and that was really unfortunate. But back to our starting lineup, we also put in Gaikwad, Oyabano, Chambers to start the match. So Benji is still in at the striker position, and here Denton's going to dribble right through our defense, and Pagalo is showing a reason why we should be starting him. He manages to make a great save there and manages to cover his near post, and our defenders do a good job in clearing that one out with the header, and we go into halftime with a 0-0 draw after hitting that crossbar early in the match. So we had our opportunity, but we did not manage to make do on that. So we bring in Sorrentino at the I think it's the center forward position for De Silva, or the high cam position. But here, Rotherham will be moving in on goal, and a great bit of a dummy to find the better man on the pass. But Pagalo is showing some great saves, showing that his height is an advantage. But unfortunately, we don't manage to clear that one out until later, and we finally manage to clear that one out to the sides. And we bring in Kelly and Potts in for Dos Santos and Sinclair due to some fitness reasons. But Rotherham continuing their attack here. Ainsworth is through on goal, and he managed to get another shot on, and Pagala's going really clutch this game. In the 83rd minute, we are still doing well, but here in the 87th minute, after pretty much attacking us the whole game, they finally managed to beat Pagalo, and I was just distraught at this point. You know, we played really well to keep where we were. Ainsworth, though, finally gives them the 1-0 lead, and you know, it was a tough game, and I pretty much expected to lose, but you know, we had pretty much one more chance. I go on ultra attacking because this is our last opportunity. We're going to find Sorrentino in the center, and there's Yassine Benzia showing his dribbling, and he's going to tuck that one away. Another late tying game performance for him. You know, I don't know how many times that has happened this season, but it's just, I think it's been numerous times, but we managed to pull the draw out of really nothing. That was our first major chance, and you guys can see right there from Pagalo, his height is just immense. Benzia gets the 8.3 match rating, and I feel like Pagalo could have competed with that. He had a great game. And we go into the last match of the episode against Cheltenham. And I wanted to continue that form that we had against Rotherham. You know, we had played a pretty good match. And Cheltenham's not, I believe they're a little bit lower in the league table. But here, we're going to be showing the starting lineup. I decided to give Pagalo the start yet again. Oyobano, Potts, McLaughlin, and Johnson also get the start. Benzia was a little bit low on fitness, so I gave Johnson the start since he's played pretty well this season. And he's done pretty well for himself. But Pagalo making another good save there, keeping the game at 0-0 early in the match. And on the throw in here, we're going to find the man in the center. It's going to be Sinclair. He's going to find the Johnson in the center. And Johnson, so unlucky. They're tipped by the keeper off the crossbar. That was a really weird turn of events. And that did go off the post, so a little bit weird there, but here's De Silva running through on goal, and he's going to try to get that one past the keeper, but a bit of an easy save there. But we were just continuing to pressure this entire game. Here's De Silva running away from the goal, and there it is yet again, guys. You've seen those kind of goals getting scored, and De Silva seems to be the man who can do it. So we get the 1-0 lead there in the 40th minute, so a good performance from us. And here, they unfortunately is able to get the bye right under Pagalo, so his height seemed to be a little bit of a disadvantage there. He's going to slide right into the corner flag. Probably went right through him, you know. I don't know how that works, but we go into halftime with a 1-1 draw, so not too bad. You know, a pretty nice goal from De Silva with a little bit of a long shot, but we make some substitutions here. Benzia, Balance, and Kelly are brought in for Sinclair, De Silva, and Johnson. You know, Benzia's being such a great player, and he had the fitness to play a half. But here, Pagalo makes another great save, but it is rebounded right back to him, and they do not manage to get that shot on goal, and Pagalo was able to cover his post anyway, and we draw the match. But here, you know, I was a little bit confused what's going on here. We look a little distraught, so I'm not sure why we were really being worried. You know, we're sitting at a pretty good spot. Maybe we're not able to win the league. Maybe that's why we're freaking out. But, you know, I'm pretty happy with where we're sitting in the table right now. You know, we're in playoff contention, which I think at this point, that's the important thing. And you can see there, we played a pretty good match. De Silva gets the 8.4 match rating with the goal. And you can see the review there. We bring an end to the episode with a decent performance. And we are nearing the end of the season, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of my career mode. If you did, leave a like rating, and I'll talk to you guys later. If you made it this far into the video and want to help support my channel, be sure to leave a like rating on this video and subscribe to see future content. Also, if you click on the video annotation in the middle of your screen, you'll be taken directly to the previous episode of my career mode.